Morning. Sobriety check-in. I do feel how I look, which is exhausted, man. My bones hurt on my way to work. Hope everybody's having a good morning. A lot of suggestions, man. You guys reached out, hit me with some names and a lot of cool suggestions. I appreciate everybody. Thank you. Looks like I'm gonna go built from rock bottom now. Yay. So thanks for everybody's all the suggestions. Everybody came up with some pretty cool stuff, so I appreciate that. But I was just thinking, like, because eventually it's content, so like topics to come up with, which whatever, I can do that. But I'm trying to think of what the for today. But I was trying to think of what's different. In other words, what's different for me this time? Why is it sticking this time? Sobriety. What's different? If you asked me at the beginning, like, I didn't know. I don't know what's different. People like came back around and wanted to get sober again. Because you run out of road, eventually, like, you wave the white flag. You give in. But that's how it was for me, like. But then I have my sponsor, and then people in the rehab. So what's different this time? And for me, I think this time it's consequences, man. I mean, have you suffered enough? I think. That's how it was for me, man. I mean, first go rounds, I didn't lose everything. And it's crazy, that's how far it takes us. We gotta lose shit to like get it together. But the first couple of times, I didn't lose everything. I still had the wife, I still had the apartment, I still had my children. I went for 30-day stint, a little sabbatical, did my time, came back home. Nothing changed. I wasn't ready, obviously. But there were like no consequences. The more I went out, the worse it kept getting. And it will. The more you stay at this, the worse it gets every time. And every time I relapse or wanted to get more experience and go back out there thinking I know better, consequences were way worse than last time. They progressively got worse and worse and worse. I think for me that's what it was. Like, the consequences got to be so bad because eventually, consequences for this last one, why I've been sober for so long, is pretty happy. I was facing 5 years in jail, hella fine, losing the children, I'm divorced, I lost, I gave all that shit away, and it didn't have to go that far. All that didn't have to happen. If I just fucking got out of my own way, stopped thinking I'm so unique, and just listened. But I didn't. I would take it serious. I went back out. Now I'm on probation for 3 years. These consequences were so severe. That I'm like, all right, that's enough. I said it had to go that far, but I'm sober. Sure as hell not picking up anymore. And sometimes everybody's bottom looks different. Some of us need hefty consequences, to be facing jail time. Some of us need to get locked up over it. It's crazy. Some people are fortunate enough to go one time, the very first time, and it sticks, and they're sober. And it's awesome. And they don't burn all their bridges and lose everything. Unfortunately, I had to. So, it's not forever, though. I'm slowly gaining things back. It's not over. Things are worth fighting for. So, working my way back. So, what's different this time for you guys? Like, if you're sober and you didn't pick up today, that's awesome. Congratulations. Another day sober. Tell me what's different. If you even know. Alright, y'all. Short one today, but love y'all. Talk tomorrow. Bye.